Are you taking magnesium but still feeling tired, anxious, and noticing wrinkles appearing faster than they should? In this video, I'm going to reveal the #1 magnesium mistake that's literally aging you faster, and why everything you think you know about this mineral is probably wrong. You absolutely have to know this. Hey everyone, and welcome to Revitamin. Today we're diving deep into the world of magnesium and the critical mistakes people make every single day. We're going to cover 7 major magnesium mistakes, but make sure you stick around until the end, because mistake #1 is the one that changed everything for me, and I guarantee it will shock you. This isn't just about supplements, this is about your longevity. All right, let's not waste any time. The biggest mistake most people make, and we're starting with a huge one, is mistake #7, taking magnesium at the wrong time of day. Let me explain why this is so critical. Most people pop their magnesium supplement whenever they remember, usually in the morning with their other vitamins. But here's the thing. Magnesium has a natural calming effect on your nervous system. It works by blocking calcium from entering nerve cells, which helps your muscles relax and your mind wind down. When you take magnesium in the morning, you're essentially fighting against your body's natural cortisol rhythm. Your cortisol should be highest in the morning to give you energy and alertness. But magnesium counteracts this, leaving you feeling sluggish and unfocused all day. Instead, take your magnesium in the evening, about 1 to 2 hours before bed. This timing allows it to work with your body's natural rhythms, promoting better sleep quality, which is when your body does most of its cellular repair and anti-aging work. If you can just fix this one thing, you'll already be ahead of 90% of people taking magnesium supplements. And if you thought that was a game changer, you have no idea what's coming. The final mistake we'll cover is even more important, and it's probably the reason why your expensive magnesium supplement isn't working at all. Okay, moving on to mistake #6, which is not understanding magnesium depletion triggers. Here's what most people don't realize. Even if you're taking magnesium every day, certain things in your lifestyle are actively draining it from your body faster than you can replace it. Stress is the #1 magnesium thief. When you're stressed, your body dumps magnesium to deal with the cortisol response. One stressful day can deplete weeks' worth of magnesium stores. Caffeine is another major culprit. Every cup of coffee you drink causes your kidneys to excrete more magnesium through urine. If you're drinking 3, 4, 5 cups a day, you're creating a magnesium deficit that no supplement can keep up with.
Alcohol does the same thing, but even worse. It damages the gut lining where magnesium is absorbed and increases kidney excretion. Then there's sugar. High sugar intake causes insulin spikes, and insulin directly reduces magnesium reabsorption in your kidneys. Even intense exercise, while healthy, depletes magnesium through sweat and increased metabolic demands. I'm not saying avoid these things entirely, but you need to be aware. If you have a high-stress job, drink coffee all day, and hit the gym hard, you need significantly more magnesium than the average person. This is why so many active, health-conscious people still have magnesium deficiency symptoms despite taking supplements. Next up is mistake #5, ignoring the cofactors that magnesium needs to work properly. Magnesium doesn't work alone in your body. It's part of a complex network of nutrients that all support each other. The most important cofactors are vitamin D, vitamin K2, calcium, and B vitamins, especially B6. Here's why this matters for aging. Magnesium and vitamin D have a synergistic relationship. Magnesium is required to convert vitamin D into its active form. Without enough magnesium, you can take all the vitamin D you want, and it won't work properly. This affects everything from bone density to immune function to skin health. Vitamin K2 is another critical partner. It works with magnesium to ensure calcium goes into your bones and teeth, not your arteries and soft tissues. When you're deficient in magnesium and K2, calcium can accumulate in your arteries, leading to cardiovascular aging, and in your skin, contributing to wrinkles and loss of elasticity. B6 is essential for magnesium to enter your cells. You can have plenty of magnesium in your bloodstream, but without B6, it can't get inside the cells where it's needed. This is why I always recommend a well-rounded approach to supplementation. Don't just take isolated magnesium. Make sure you're getting adequate vitamin D at least 2,000 to 5,000 IU daily, vitamin K2 in the MK7 form, around 100 to 200 micrograms, and a good B-complex vitamin. Your magnesium will work so much better, and you'll see faster results in how you feel and how you age. Another common one is mistake number 4, not getting enough total magnesium for your individual needs. The recommended daily allowance for magnesium is about 320 milligrams for women and 420 milligrams for men. But here's the problem. That's the bare minimum to prevent severe deficiency, not the optimal amount for anti-aging and peak performance. Research suggests that optimal magnesium intake for most adults is actually between 500 to 700 milligrams per day. Some functional medicine practitioners even recommend up to 800 milligrams for people with high stress, intense exercise routines, and existing deficiency symptoms. The signs you might need more magnesium are everywhere. Muscle cramps or twitches, especially at night, eye twitches, difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, anxiety or feeling on edge for no reason, fatigue even after a full night's sleep, brain fog or difficulty concentrating, headaches or migraines, constipation, and here's the big one for aging, weakening bones and deteriorating skin quality. If you're experiencing several of these symptoms, your current magnesium intake, whether from diet or supplements, isn't enough. You need to gradually increase your dosage until these symptoms improve. But, and this is important, increase slowly. Your digestive system needs time to adapt. Start with an additional 100 milligrams every few days until you reach your optimal dose. You'll know you've hit your limit if you develop loose stools. That's your body's way of saying you've reached maximum absorption capacity. Just dial it back slightly and you found your sweet spot.
Now, let's talk about mistake number 3, consuming things that block magnesium absorption. You could be taking 1,000 milligrams of magnesium daily, but if you're consuming absorption blockers at the same time, you're wasting your money and your health. The biggest offenders are phytic acid and oxalates. These are anti-nutrients found in many otherwise healthy foods. Phytic acid is concentrated in grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. It binds to magnesium and other minerals in your digestive tract, preventing absorption. Oxalates are found in spinach, which is ironic because spinach is often touted as a high magnesium food. It is high in magnesium, but it's also loaded with oxalates that prevent you from absorbing most of it. Other high oxalate foods include almonds, sweet potatoes, and chocolate. I'm not saying never eat these foods, but timing matters. Don't take your magnesium supplement with a big spinach salad or a handful of almonds. Space them out by at least 2 hours. Also, certain preparation methods can reduce these anti-nutrients. Soaking nuts and seeds overnight before eating them reduces phytic acid. Cooking spinach rather than eating it raw reduces oxalates somewhat. Fermentation of grains and legumes also breaks down phytic acid. Then there are medications that interfere with magnesium. Proton pump inhibitors for heartburn and acid reflux significantly reduce magnesium absorption because you need stomach acid to absorb minerals. Diuretics, commonly prescribed for high blood pressure, cause your kidneys to excrete more magnesium. Antibiotics can damage the gut bacteria that help produce and absorb certain forms of magnesium. If you're on any of these medications long-term, you need to be extra diligent about your magnesium intake and consider working with a healthcare provider who understands functional nutrition. And the second to last mistake, number 2 on our list, is another incredibly important one: choosing the wrong form of magnesium. This is something I see almost everyone doing, and it's sabotaging your results. Not all magnesium supplements are created equal. In fact, the form of magnesium you choose can mean the difference between transformative results and absolutely nothing. The most common form you'll find in cheap supplements is magnesium oxide. It's inexpensive to manufacture, which is why it's everywhere. But here's the brutal truth. Magnesium oxide has only about 4% bioavailability. That means if you take a 500 milligram capsule, your body is only absorbing about 20 milligrams. The rest goes straight through you, often causing digestive upset in the process. It's basically expensive urine. Magnesium citrate is better, with about 30 to 40% absorption. It's good for relieving constipation because of its laxative effect, but if you're looking for anti-aging benefits like better sleep, reduced anxiety, and improved skin, it's not ideal. Let me tell you about the superior forms you should be looking for. Magnesium glycinate is bound to the amino acid glycine. This form has excellent absorption, around 80% bioavailability, and it's very gentle on the digestive system. It won't cause diarrhea like other forms. Glycine itself has calming properties, so this form is perfect for evening use, sleep support, and managing stress and anxiety. This is my top recommendation for most people. Magnesium threonate is the newest and most exciting form. It's the only form of magnesium proven to effectively cross the blood-brain barrier. This means it specifically supports brain health, cognitive function, and memory. For anti-aging of the brain, preventing cognitive decline, this is the gold standard. It's more expensive, but if brain health is your priority, it's worth every penny. Magnesium malate is bound to malic acid, which is involved in energy production. This form is excellent for people with chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia. It provides energy without the jitters of caffeine. I recommend taking this form in the morning or early afternoon.
Magnesium taurate is bound to the amino acid taurine, which supports heart health. This form is ideal if you have blood pressure concerns or want to specifically support cardiovascular health. For comprehensive anti-aging benefits, many people, including myself, use a combination approach. Magnesium glycinate in the evening for sleep and relaxation, and either magnesium threonate or malate in the morning for brain and energy support. Yes, it costs more than buying the cheapest bottle at the drugstore, but we're talking about your longevity here. This is an investment in adding healthy years to your life. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The #1 magnesium mistake that is aging you faster than anything else, and the one that almost nobody talks about. Not addressing the root cause of your magnesium deficiency, which is gut health and chronic inflammation. Here's what's really happening. You can take the perfect form of magnesium at the perfect dose, at the perfect time, with all the right cofactors, but if your gut is damaged, you won't absorb it properly. And here's the kicker. Magnesium deficiency itself damages your gut, creating a vicious cycle. Let me explain how this works and why it's so critical for aging. Your gut lining is where all nutrient absorption happens, including magnesium. When your gut lining is damaged, a condition called increased intestinal permeability or leaky gut, nutrients pass right through without being absorbed. What causes gut damage? Chronic stress, which depletes magnesium, processed foods and sugar, which feed harmful bacteria, antibiotics and medications, which destroy beneficial gut flora, chronic inflammation from poor diet and lifestyle, environmental toxins, food sensitivities. Here's the aging connection. Chronic inflammation is now recognized as the primary driver of aging. It's called inflammaging, inflammation plus aging. When your gut is inflamed and leaky, it triggers systemic inflammation throughout your entire body. This inflammation damages your DNA, accelerates telomere shortening, breaks down collagen in your skin, damages your mitochondria, increases oxidative stress, and impairs your body's natural repair mechanisms. Magnesium is one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory agents. It regulates over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body, many of which control inflammation. When you're magnesium deficient because of poor gut health, you lose this anti-inflammatory protection. The inflammation gets worse, which damages your gut more, which reduces magnesium absorption even further. This is the death spiral of accelerated aging. I see this pattern constantly. People spending hundreds of dollars on supplements, taking handfuls of pills every day, but getting minimal results because their gut can't absorb anything. So what's the solution? You have to heal your gut while you're supplementing with magnesium. It's a two-pronged approach. First, remove the things damaging your gut. Reduce or eliminate processed foods, especially those with artificial additives and preservatives. Cut back on sugar, which feeds harmful gut bacteria. Identify and eliminate food sensitivities. The most common are gluten, dairy, corn, and soy. Manage your stress. I know that's easier said than done, but chronic stress is probably the single biggest gut destroyer. Avoid unnecessary antibiotics and NSAIDs like ibuprofen, which damage the gut lining.
Second, rebuild your gut health. Take a high-quality probiotic with multiple strains of beneficial bacteria. Look for at least 50 billion CFUs and diverse strains, including lactobacillus and bifidobacterium species. Consume probiotic foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, and yogurt if you tolerate dairy. Eat plenty of prebiotic fiber to feed your good bacteria. This includes foods like garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, and bananas. Consider L-glutamine supplementation, which is the primary fuel for intestinal cells and helps repair the gut lining. A typical dose is 5 grams per day on an empty stomach. Add collagen or bone broth, which provide the amino acids needed to rebuild the gut lining. Consider digestive enzymes with meals if you have bloating or feel like food sits heavy in your stomach. And here's the magnesium connection to all of this. As you heal your gut, your magnesium absorption will dramatically improve. You might find that the dose that wasn't working before suddenly becomes very effective. This is why I always tell people, if you've tried magnesium and didn't notice benefits, it's probably not that magnesium doesn't work for you, it's that your gut couldn't absorb it properly. The anti-aging benefits of combining magnesium with gut health are profound. Better sleep quality, which is when your body repairs and regenerates. Reduced systemic inflammation, slowing down aging at the cellular level. Improved stress resilience and lower cortisol, which directly impacts how fast you age. Better blood sugar control, preventing glycation, which ages your skin. Enhanced detoxification, allowing your body to eliminate aging accelerators. Improved mitochondrial function, giving your cells more energy to repair and maintain themselves. Better bone density, preventing osteoporosis. Healthier, more resilient skin with better collagen production. This is the missing piece that nobody talks about. Everyone wants the quick fix, the magic pill. But real anti-aging, the kind that adds healthy years to your life and life to your years, requires addressing root causes. Magnesium is absolutely crucial, but it doesn't work in isolation. Your gut health is the foundation upon which everything else is built. So there you have it, the 7 biggest magnesium mistakes that are aging you faster. We covered taking it at the wrong time of day, not understanding depletion triggers, ignoring critical cofactors, not getting enough for your individual needs, consuming absorption blockers, choosing the wrong form, and of course, the most important one, not addressing gut health and chronic inflammation. If you implement just these changes, you're going to notice a difference within weeks. Better sleep, more energy, clearer thinking, better stress management, and over time, genuine anti-aging benefits that you can feel and see. This isn't about vanity. This is about longevity and quality of life. Now, I have a question for you. Which of these mistakes were you making? Be completely honest. Were you taking magnesium oxide thinking all forms were the same? Were you taking it in the morning and wondering why you felt tired? Were you ignoring your gut health? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want to know your experience with magnesium. Have you noticed benefits? Are you struggling to find the right approach? Share your story. If you got value from this video, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Here at Revitamin, we're all about giving you science-backed, actionable information to optimize your health and slow down aging. No fluff, no pseudoscience, just real strategies that work.